Holy heavens! Ladies and gentlemen, hey, for all of you watching, I think you know what time it is, baby. You know what time it is. Reaper cool we are. Hey, it's been a while since I've been on the live streams. Let me make sure to check all my settings. Let me see. All my settings are good. Everything's looking good. Ooh, this is gonna be a wild stream. Let me see in the chat room who we have. Oh man, what a day, what a day. Ladies and gentlemen. Wow, this is just amazing. Look, let me tell you this. It's been a while since I've been on the live streams, so we'll say we're gonna get into this live stream now. Let me make sure I fix this. Let me make sure I have this good. Okay, let me make sure here. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna turn off my ice machine. This son of a gun ice machine. Let me turn it off. Holy shit! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Whiskey Reaper channel. For all of you that do not know, yeah, we might use a couple of things out here. As a matter of fact, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna take this out of the screen. Let me make sure I move this. Ladies and gentlemen, today on this stream, the best whiskey to use for the perfect cocktail whiskey. Is it going to be bourbon? Is it going to be scotch? Is it going to be rye? We will see. As a matter of fact, I'm going to see out here and see who's the first one in the chat room. And I also have to get myself a little bit of water on the side to start the stream. Melissa Villanueva, thank you so much for this huge shout out. Thank you so much. Melissa Villanueva, she's the first one on here. Farm Kitty, I see you, Farm Kitty. Also great to have Farm Kitty on here. Let me make sure to check all my settings currently because I do know I do need to get a little bit of water, and this is live. When I'm live streaming, I can't delete my video. Well, I could delete my videos, but I don't edit any of my videos, and I want to make sure that everything's in tune. So give me a chance, just a quick time, okay? Give me. Check 1 2 1 2. I think we're back at it. We're back at it. Farm Kitty, good to see you, Farm Kitty. Also, everybody on here in the chat room, I see you. I'm gonna make sure that this stream is amazing, and for all of you watching, this is a live stream. So if you don't know how the live streams work, well, at the end of the day, live streams, if you don't know, good to see you. I hope you're feeling better. If you don't know how the live streams work, well, let me put it to you this way. Most of the times you watch a video, and the video you can rewind and you can interact with the host. I am the host on this channel. You can call me the Reaper, but everybody calls me obviously the Whiskey Reaper. For all of you that do not know, we have an amazing show lined up for you. And for the people watching, you know what? You want a good show. Sometimes there's a lot of people that fabricate shows. As a matter of fact, this show, I don't even know what bourbon, what rye, or what scotch I'm going to be using. I'm going to leave it up to the chat room. And the best part about the chat room, if you're watching, if you are re-watching this show, the chat room is down here. Okay, when it comes to the chat room, just like Tater Dom over here, I light him up. That means he can officially He can say whatever he wants in the chat room, and super chats usually go a long way. When it comes to super chats, you could tell me what to do if there's something that I missed out. If by any chance I didn't see your comment in the chat room, that's usually how it works. Super chats really, they kind of inspire me to do more streams, and not only that, it gives you a little bit more interaction time. At the beginning of the show, I usually go around the room and say hello to everybody. Super B says time to make them Reaper cocktails for the panty droppers. You know, that's an amazing comment. And for all of you watching, I will tell you, this is the main show, okay? Main show is usually 9 p.m., 9:30, or 10 o'clock, or 8:30. Depends on what time you walk in here. So I'm going to say this again. For all of you, I think you know what time it is. Reaper Crew, we're number one. You know what time it is. And you know what? Let me start off by putting on some whiskeys on here. So the theme today is literally, what's the best whiskey to use for the perfect cocktail? For the perfect cocktail. You know what? Sometimes you guys wonder, and you guys say, man, what do I use? Should I use this? Should I use that? Well, officially on this stream, we're going to evaluate some things that we need to evaluate on this stream. And for all of you, it saves you money. And not only is it going to save you money, but this stream is going to make you open your eyes a little bit more on the balls that you buy. At the end of the day, I'm going to give you a rundown on certain things you have to do when it comes to these streams. Oh, shoot! Oh, damn! God damn! Oh, shoot! Why, damn! God damn! Ladies and gentlemen, I think we officially, holy shoot! $100 super chat in a goddamn show. You best believe it, girl. You best believe it. Watch out, Shayla. I want to tell you this, for all of you watching, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Reaper Crew, we're holy shoot, we're number one. Sheila, it's always good to see you, Sheila. And for all of you that do not know, I hope you feel better. You're officially, right now, currently, okay? You're part of the group, okay? You're part of the group that watches me. You're part of the group that can tell me, you can message me. You could be part of, kind of the group that we're having here, this community that I'm building up. It's not like your average community. For all of you that do not know, when people go right, I go left. When people go straight, I go back. I just do the opposite of what everybody does in the whiskey community. That's what I do. While people start talking about, what is it they're talking about? Currently, they're talking about barcodes. Who gives a goddamn shit about barcodes? We're doing something different. So Sheila, let me tell you, thank you so much, Sheila, for the $100 schmackaroos. God damn, it's insane. And for all of you, I want to give a huge shout. I'm going to see what she says over here with the $100 super. She says, I'm back to getting that wrench. Well, you officially there. I will say, if you didn't see the last stream for some of you, I don't think you guys seen it, but if you did see it, I made it to 7,000 subscribers, and it's not easy to get to 7,000 subscribers. As a matter of fact, it's not easy to get to 5,000, but better yet, I'm trying to get to 10K. So I will say, last stream, I think we made, on the stream, it was like $250. Shout out to Brian. He sent $100 and some dollars, $150, I believe. Edgar, shout out to Edgar. Shout out to everybody that super chatted me on the last stream. I think it was Bob, Farm Kitty, and a couple others. I will say thank you so much. And again, Sheila, I'm gonna read this one more time. Sheila says, I'm back and I gotta get that wrench. Well, Sheila, you officially got the wrench now. Here you go. There's your wrench. And nobody can time you out. You can time out whoever you want to in the chat room. I tend to not look at the chat room as much when I'm doing a stream. And I will tell you, Sheila, I hope you have an amazing recovery. I hope you feel better. And also, with everything that's happening nowadays, Sheila, I hope that whatever you're doing, you know what? Stay positive, okay? Stay positive. That's the name of the game. Stay positive. And I will say, I think that's why people tune into my shows, because it's like, my show's crazy. It's positive, and then boom, all of a sudden, boom. And then it's positive, and then all of a sudden I just completely, I do something, I don't know what I do. Sometimes I say, you know what do I say out here? I go, okay, smooth ambler. I go, smooth ambler. This is complete dookie. Look, sometimes it's like that, okay? Sometimes I gotta tell you the real stuff. And I think all of you enjoy that. Unlike other YouTubers, I'm not here to shill. I'm not here to simp. I'm not here to do anything but to give you the best tasting whiskey, cocktails, anything possible. When it comes to food, that too. So, officially, Sheila, I'm going to keep you on here for a little bit. Okay, so when it comes down to the stream, the best whiskeys to use for the perfect cocktail, this is what we're going to get at right now. For some of you that don't know, well, on this stream, we're going to be using a couple different whiskeys. Now, I think all of you are pretty, how can I say, you all are pretty known to know that Buffalo Trace is one of the popular whiskeys. But the reason why I don't like to use Buffalo Trace is because it's very low in proof. I'm going to show you something for some of you that don't know. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 bottles on here. And the reason why we're doing this is because I need to make sure that some of the new viewers, I need to make sure that some of the new viewers don't know the difference between a cocktail whiskey and not a cocktail whiskey. Okay, so when it comes to cocktails, you're going to try to use the best bourbon whiskey, rye whiskey, or Scotch whiskey that you can use for the value. So that goes for any type of company. It doesn't matter what company it is. There's companies out there that will give you products that are just not as good, but they're good. They have flavor, and they give you that, that Kentucky style, maybe bourbon, or maybe you get that Tennessee style whiskey. So there's companies out there that give you the option in your stores to buy maybe 2 or 3 different type of bottles. And most of the time, when it comes to the whiskey community, all of us enjoy, well, not everybody out here does cocktails. Not everybody does cocktails. But when it comes to, for example, this is a sipper. This is the barrel proof, Larceny barrel proof. And then you have the regular bourbon whiskey over here that everybody, well, let's just say this. If you are first into whiskey and you buy that one, let me just say this, okay? You probably, if you drink that whiskey, you'll probably say, I'm never buying another whiskey again. Now, you're probably wondering, why would that be? Well, most of the time, when you're buying low-end, lower shelf whiskey, I'm not saying that this is lower end at all. All I'm saying is, this is a little bit of a cheaper recipe, and for them, they use this for cocktails. Now, I do know many of you have seen me talk about this one whiskey that all of you know that I cannot stand. And I'm going to put it on the frame on here. God damn it, I didn't want to put it on the frame, son of a gun. Anyways, I will put it on the frame. Wild Turkey 101. This is a whiskey that I will never recommend anybody to use unless it's for cocktails. And for the meantime, as I do have that Wild Turkey 101 on the screen, as I'm going blind right now, currently my eyes are burning to the fact that I have that on the screen. Oh God, let me take this shit off.
What the heck?
Take that off, okay? I had to take that off, okay? It's just what I have to do. There's other products out there also that you can tell that are meant for cocktails. So let me take this off the screen, okay? I want you to know, when it comes to Scotch, oh shit, I didn't bring the other Scotch. Where's the other Scotch at? Let me get to the Scotch. Give me a second. I think I have it into the side. Anyways, the point of the matter is, when it comes to Scotch, the same thing goes with Scotch whiskey. Okay, same thing goes with Scotch whiskey. Now, allow me some time as I go to the other side of the room. Let me go to the other side, okay? Because I cannot go without showing you this other release. Here we go. Give me a second. Oh shit. Did everybody see Sheila super chat enough? Okay, well, let me put it lower. Anyways, the point of the matter is, when it comes to Scotch, the same thing goes with Scotch. Now, the reason why you guys wonder, do I know Alexander? Do I know the owner? Officially, I met him once. Very nice guy, very nice dude. But I can tell you, this is the only Scotch that I want to use today on this stream. There's not another company that I want to use. I want to use this Scotch. I just love the fact that they do releases. And if you see here, we have 3 different bottlings. Okay, 3 different bottles. We have a little bit more expensive. This one's beautiful, very beautiful, 25-year. Will I use that one for a cocktail? You don't use that for a cocktail, okay? For some of you that don't understand, you don't use the higher end scotches for a cocktail. It's just pointless to use it. You want to have the flavor. So this one wouldn't be one that I would use. And then you have other ones, like over here from Alexander. Also, this is a special one. To me, there's very much, almost, you can call it a single barrel. This is they call it a single cask, okay? They call it a single cask. This is a whiskey that I wouldn't use for a cocktail. Because in fact, I want to taste the flavors. I want to taste the wood. I want to taste all those stone fruits. I want to taste everything about this, okay? When it comes to this, that's just how it is. You have to, when you buy your product, you have to know this is not for a cocktail. So, what will I be using? Well, officially, yes, this is 10 years. You have a little bit of a age statement on here, 10 year. That would be a bottle that I can officially tell all of you it's okay to use this one. You're probably asking the price of all of these bottles. Well, the bottle in front is about $30-something. And if I want to go buy a case of it, they probably still have it at the store. So officially, that would be the bottle I'm going to be using today. The Scotch, the 10-year Scotch. I won't be using this one. It costs like $300, $200. No. Hello? No. I won't be using this beautiful 15-year-old single cask. I won't be using this. You just don't do that. It's just the rule. It's just the rule. You don't do that. So officially, this is going to be the Scotch that I'm going to be using today. Now, there's going to be a dilemma right now because I have to pick out. Okay, Sheila, you're going to help me out, Sheila, you're going to help me out since you sent $100 super chat. You can help me out on the show. So you're officially going to be the one that's going to be picking the rye for me on this show. I don't know which rye I'm going to use, but I'm going to show you some ryes that we're going to be adding to the show. And for all of you that don't know, it's not clickbait. Okay, it's not clickbait because at the end of the day, the Angel's Envy is right back here. Okay, so let me put this on back. This is a rye, okay? This is a rye you can use it for a cocktail, okay? I guess we could add this one to it, but I don't want to add it to this over here, okay, Sheila? So we're gonna add a couple different ones. You have over here, you have the barrel. What is it called? A rare breed, a rye, barrel proof. Also, I will say one of my other favorites that I want to add to the show, Pikesville. Okay, Pikesville. This is another one. Okay. Now, when it comes to Pikesville, when it comes to Wild Turkey, when it comes to Angel's Envy, let me just say, when it comes to these ryes, they're beautiful ryes. But you can have these neat. So you're probably wondering, wait a minute. Time out. Isn't there another company out here? Well, there is companies out here that release different ones. So I'm going to show you another good example. So I'm going to take this off the screen. She says, I like Pikesville. She says over here, Sheila, she says, I like Pikesville and Rare Breed. That's perfect. So I'll be able to pick one of those for the show. Let me take this out of the screen. And also, let me take the Pikesville out of the screen. This one's phenomenal. This Pikesville is goddamn amazing. It's amazing. And also, Let me take this. We're going to be using this Alexander Murray. Okay, the 10-year. We're going to be using that 10-year. Let me put her back on here. Super chat all of the day so far. Okay, so you guys, another example. Okay, Buffalo Trace, Buffalo Trace. You guys are like, man, I gotta use Buffalo. It's the best. Buffalo Trace is the best. Is it the best? Is it the best? At the end of the day, Buffalo Trace, you gotta use it. It's the best. It's the best. That's what people say. It's the best. Well, officially, we can erase that from your head on this stream. When it comes to Buffalo Trace, just because there is something out there that is the best does not mean that it's going to make you the best cocktail. And at the end of the day, we're trying to make the perfect cocktail. We're not trying to make the best neat pour. And if you guys are wondering what is a neat pour, well, a neat pour is just a pour out of the bottle and you just drink it straight up how it is, okay? That's just what it is. At the end of the day, these bottles are meant for you to sip. These bottles are not meant for you to use for a cocktail. If you were to use one for a cocktail, it would officially be Eagle Rare. But even that Eagle Rare, I will tell you, don't use it. You're not going to get what you want from that. You want a whiskey. When it comes to bourbon, you want something with a punch, something that's very, very nice. And these are nice to sip on. Okay, so I want to make sure that all of you understand. When it comes to whiskeys, you're using it for cocktails. You don't use products like this. You just don't. These are meant for you to sip. Okay, so let me take this out of the screen. Let me move this. I'm also going to present to you just a couple whiskeys that you can use. Let me see if I can actually put it on the screen. I'm going to present to you just a couple whiskeys. Some bourbons that you can use for cocktails. So here we go. Here's one that you can use for cocktails. Here's another one you could use for cocktails. Oh, how lovely. How lovely. Putting some inexpensive bottles on here. Another bottle you can use for cocktails. This one's so good. It's ridiculous. It's so good. So good. Also, there are other bottles out there that I kind of don't recommend you to use. Over here, well, you can use it, but I wouldn't recommend to use this one. Now that Buffalo Trace, how can I put it to you, that Buffalo Trace? It might be too tuned down, okay? It might be too tuned down for the flavors you're doing in a cocktail. So sometimes I can tell you, I wouldn't use this. Sometimes, not all the times, depending on the cocktail. I wouldn't use this for a cocktail. But that is Buffalo Trace. Also, let me see if I have some other randos. Here's a rando. Benchmark. Would I use Benchmark? Of course, I would use Benchmark. It is definitely inexpensive. It's nice to drink neat, and it has a flavor, and it has a punch of 100 proof. You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna tell you, if you're in Florida, I do recommend you to get this one. 120 proof. This is outstanding. Okay. Couple more randos. What other rando can I put on here? A rando. Well, I would say maybe this one. Angel's Envy. That's another rando you can use. Another rando. Let me see if there's another rando out here that I can use on here, so that I can put it on the screen for all of you. As a matter of fact, I do have another rando. Let me take this out of the screen. Let me move this around. Let me take this Old Forester out of the screen. This is an amazing rando, okay? Amazing rando. I'll put this over here. Let me take this out of the screen now. And let me take this. As a matter of fact, let me take this one out of the screen. Okay, so I have to present to you. Oh, man. Now, this company is doing mainly stuff. I think personally, I think this company is doing mainly stuff for cocktails. Let me see if I have the rando. Okay, here we go. So here's another example. Before we start doing anything, okay? Companies always do this, and you have to understand this is the way they make money. They have to do it this way. I will say, it's a smart technique to use. You know, you got to put out your bourbon. Okay, this is Castle and Key. Castle and Key, ladies and gentlemen. You put out your bourbon, and then you put out your rye whiskey. The point of that is that you can have a bourbon to sweeten up that cocktail, or you can have a rye. And companies do this all the time. They do this for the bars. They do this for you. And you know what? I think I might use this one. Okay, so Sheila said that she wanted. Let's pick it's gonna be a rye. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pick either the Pikesville or the Rare Breed. I'm not gonna pick this one, but I just wanted to give you that example. Let me move this around here. Okay, so Sheila, before we do anything, which one do you want me to use? And also, anybody that has super chatted in the last 2 weeks, you're welcome to always add to the show. Over here, Sheila says, love it. And I see some of you. Holy shit, the chat room's active. Okay, so Sheila, which one do you want? Also, Farm Kitty, which one would you like? Which rye would you like? Also, Knob Creek is an amazing company. I do know that many of you know that their best rye is 115 proof. Okay, Sheila says Rare Breed. And I'm going to listen to Sheila because Sheila is officially the biggest super chatter today. And hopefully this stream really makes her happy because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that you all know in the crowd. For all of you watching, okay? For all of you watching, I have to make sure that you understand these shows are meant for all of you. When it comes to these shows, you already know who's number one. You know what time it is. I'm going to repeat myself one more time. You know what time it is. Reaper Crew, we're number. Hell yeah, we're number one. This show is number one because of all of you. If it's not because of you, well, I wouldn't be having a show. I probably wouldn't even have a channel. I would have quit a long time ago. But you all give me the push. So I will say, Sheila out here she says in the chat room, she says, rye. She says, rare. Oh, wait, that's a Farm Kitty. Okay, Sheila says, Rare Breed. And officially, I'm going to listen to Sheila because at the end of the day, I didn't even. This stream, this video that you're going to be rewatching, I didn't even practice. Okay, there ain't no practice in me. There ain't no practice in me. Let me take this out of the screen. Let me put this on the floor. Oh, God. And then we're going to be doing a cocktail with Rare Breed. Now, you're probably asking yourself, wait a minute. You said you're going to do bourbon whiskey too. Of course I'm going to do bourbon. I'm going to do bourbon, a rye, and a scotch, which is going to be the best cocktail you can make. Is it going to be with a scotch? Is it going to be with a rye? Is it going to be with a bourbon? I'm going to tell you, I don't know which one will win, but I have to give you, as a matter of fact, I have to give you the honest opinion. And I will say, before I even do this, okay, rye whiskeys are meant for you to do cocktails. You will love it. And I will tell you, it's an amazing pick that she picked. Wild Turkey Rare Breed. So we're going to use that one. Also, we are going to be using the scotch. Where's the scotch at? Holy shoot. Okay. We're also going to be using Alexander Murray & Company 10-year. And now comes down to the bourbon, okay? The bourbon. What bourbon are we going to be using? Sheila, I have to ask, you know what? I'm going to leave it to any of you out here. What bourbons can I use? Now, I have to make sure that you all know, am I going to use Elijah Craig Barrel Proof? Well, you don't want to use. I allocated a little bit of a pricey bottle for this, okay? You don't want, that was the main thing that I said. We're not going to be using Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, even though I do want to use it. I have to make sure that you all have a good whiskey. So I'm going to give you some options. Here's the option. Maker's Mark, that's one option. Also, let me see the option that I have. Oh wait, don't I have other options here? Oh shoot! There we go. Here's an option. That is an option right there. Okay, Benchmark Foolproof. What other option? I have to kill this. I have to kill this, man. There's no way I can't do an amazing bourbon. Now I'm gonna say this, okay, for all of you watching. Here we go with the bourbon. I don't think I even talked about the bourbon, did I? Did I talk about the bourbon? Anyways, the point of the matter is, let me take this out of the screen. I need to talk about the bourbon real quick before we do this cocktail mix. Let me take this out of the screen. One thing you do not want to do when it comes to bourbon whiskey, and for all of you watching, I have to make sure that you guys tune into this, okay? This moment is a moment that many of you have to know. Okay, now this is the last year's release. You all know this, okay? Where's the other one here? God damn it. Okay, let me move this on the side over here. Okay, so this is allocated, okay, and this is a bottle you can find at your store. Okay, when it comes to these bottles, what is it that you want to use? Do you want to make an amazing cocktail, or do you want to just say, oh, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right? Usually you want to make an amazing cocktail. Okay, that's just what it is. So you don't want to use an allocated product for a cocktail. This you can use it, but it defeats the purpose. It defeats the purpose because at the end of the day, if you use this bottle for a cocktail, it's gone and you can't find another one, well, you're stuck. Okay, you can't find another one. That's just what it is. You're stuck, and there's no way you're going to be able to find this bottle. So at the end of the day, you don't use your allocated, okay, you don't use your allocated bottles for cocktails. You just don't, okay? So we're going to put this away. I just wanted to show you all that because at the end of the day, I want you to know what it is. Now I'm going to, before you say something, Sheila, I do see you, Sheila. We'll tell you. So here's the option. I have a couple options. As a matter of fact, the other option is on the other side of the room. Let me go get it. As a matter of fact, well, we put the Maker's Mark 46. That's a regular one. That is not even cast strength. Okay. We put which other one did we put on here? Foolproof. Where's the foolproof? Foolproof over here. Okay, that's foolproof. Let me see another one. Now, for all of you that don't know foolproof, it means 125. It's going to give you a little bit more of a punch on that cocktail. Let me see. Where is the other one? I had it somewhere here. Let me look for it. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. I think I finally found what I needed. Now, I think you already know this is not a scripted show. The beauty of this show is that it's not scripted and I do everything last minute. And so, ladies and gentlemen, bourbon-wise, what kind of bourbon are we going to be using? Sheila says 46. I also need a little bit of help here for all of you to help me out. There's the cast strength 46. There's a regular 46. And then you have the benchmark foolproof. Okay, I want to add one more to the mix. Let me see, what else should I add to the mix on here? Let me see, so that you guys can pick for the cocktail, because this is, you have to put it you have to put something that's good, not too expensive, something you can buy, and something for a cocktail. So, let me see. What other one? Well, I could use this one. I could use this one. Only issue is Jack Daniels. That is Tennessee. And I'm trying to use something close to Kentucky. Over here, Farm Kitty with the super jam. Thank you so much, Farm Kitty. Farm Kitty says over here, I will say this too. Reaper Coo, you know what time it is. Reaper Coo, Win. Farm Kitty out here says, Farm Kitty 86 with the $10 super chat. She goes, Reaper, loving all the new people in the chat room. Use Maker's Mark has strength. Okay, so Maker's Mark has strength over here. Okay, so let me move. I actually wanted to, I wanted to use the benchmark, but that's good. It's good that I, okay, so you wait, timeout. I have 3. Let me take the benchmark. I wanted to use the benchmark real bad. Holy shit, I wanted to use that one. Okay, so here's the options. Okay, you have the regular one. And then you have the cast strength. Farm Kitty. Hello, Farm Kitty. Let me know which one you want me to use. It is Maker's Mark 46 cast strength, the regular Maker's Mark. And then you have the Maker's Mark cast strength. This is not, it doesn't have, okay, it's not a, how can I say, it's not as sweet as the other ones, but it's nice. And let me know, Farm Kitty, in the chat room. For the meantime, I will prepare myself. The glasses, I have to get the glasses out here. Let me get the glasses. Cast strength. Use a shot of them all. You crazy? I'm going to take this. I think they went to the far left. Okay, cool. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so here we go. Here is the lineup, okay? Cast strength 46. Wild Turkey. Rye. And then over here we're going to use this one. Okay, so allow me. It is finally time to do what we have to do out here, and that is the cocktail. Oh shit, I'm so looking forward to this. This is gonna be a hell of a time. By the way, I will tell you, for all of you watching, I hope you enjoy. I hope you've been enjoying this show, because I will tell you, you know what, I like to do these streams last minute like this. So far today, I will say, I'm looking forward to this. The first one we're going to be doing will be... Man, this is hard, man. This is hard. Sheila, I need you, Sheila. Sheila, what is we going to do first, Sheila? I'm going to give it to you, Sheila. Are we going to use the Scotch? Are we going to use the Rye? Or are we going to use the Bourbon? Which one do you want me to use first? Which one? Farm Kitty, you can add to the chat. You can add to the show. So both of you help me out here. Also, let me prepare myself for what's about to happen. First one to say something, I will say you will be Rye. Okay, cool. Rye. That's what we're going to do. So let me put this aside. Let me put this over here. We're going to use a Rye. That's the first thing we're going to use. So let me move this out here. Oh, I'm looking forward to this so much. So much. A couple of things I need. I need my handy dandy. Okay, I need my handy dandy. And I also need... What else do I need? Also, I need one of these. Add it to here. What else do I need out here? That's about it. That's all I need. Okay, so we're going to start off with Wild Turkey Rare Breed. And we're going to be doing, if I might not say, I want you all to know we're going to be starting off with a cocktail. And the cocktail that we're going to be using on here is going to be, it's going to be the Whiskey Sour. But I call it the Reaper Sour because at the end of the day, I do not use egg on, okay? I don't use any of the egg on the Whiskey Sour. So this is why officially I say it is the Reaper Sour. So we're going to be doing that right now. Allow me to make a cocktail in front of you. And I do need a lemon. One of the things that you need on here for this cocktail will be a lemon. You do need a lemon. You do need the whiskey, which we're using right now. It is rare breed rye. Over here, this is a 1 ounce, half an ounce. Know the difference? Okay, we're going to be using 2 ounces of whiskey. I will bump it up to 2.5. So 2.5 ounces of whiskey. We're going to be using, I believe we're going to be using 1 ounce of a lemon. And also maple syrup. It's going to be half an ounce. So half an ounce, we're going to be using half an ounce. And also just a tad bit of sugar on here because you're going to use just to sweeten up just a little bit of the cocktail. So let me start off by putting some ice on here. Okay, let's start this party off. So start off by pouring yourself. Make sure to have ice, okay? One thing, you start off with ice. Okay, let's do that. We're going to cut half of this. And for the meantime, what we can do for the meantime, we can pour the whiskey in there. Let's do that. Holy heavens. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a little bit long. I wasn't expecting it to be that long since I didn't prepare myself. As you all know, I don't prepare any show beforehand, or I don't practice. I forgot that I had to cut the lemons. But either way, we're doing this, and I think it's going to be an amazing cocktail. But is it going to be just as good as the Scotch? Well, we're going to have to see if it's just as good as the Scotch. We're going to do this right now, okay? Over here, yeah, completely forgot. But we're going to do that on the bourbon. Don't worry, no big deal. I want a little bit of ice, actually, because I do need a little bit of pickup. I need to refresh myself somehow. As Sheila says, shake it. Over here, Unicorn, I see you, Unicorn. And anybody that's in the chat room, I see all of you. Remember, at the end of the day, I'm going to try to focus a little bit of my time on anybody that has sent a little bit of a super chat right now, because if not, this show is going to be 5 hours long, and I want to make sure that both of you, Sheila and Farm Kitty, you help me out, and we're going to go try this out. Officially, ladies and gentlemen, holy heavens, I think the next one's going to be good. But officially, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves the cocktail right in front of us. Let me take off the top. Officially, we have our cocktail on the top. I did add a little bit extra whiskey on here. So it is officially 2.5 ounces of rye whiskey from Rare Breed Wild Turkey. Half an ounce, I believe. Was it half? Let me see. Yeah, it was half an ounce of a little bit of maple syrup. I added a whole ounce, okay? A whole ounce of lemon juice. And also ice, a lot of ice. You saw the ball that I added on here. And at the end of the day, I added just a sprinkle of sugar. Just a sprinkle. Don't put too much. You could put less than a teaspoon. Less than a teaspoon is fine. Okay, I have to drink this. I'm exhausted. I think the next run is going to be even easier because now I have everything close to me. I didn't have anything close to me. So we're going to do this. Let's see officially how good this cocktail is with a rye whiskey. Let's go straight into that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time to go straight into this. I'm so looking forward to this. Here we go, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, here's a cocktail. Is a rye officially going to be the perfect whiskey to use on a cocktail? And this over here, it is the Reaper Sour. You can call this whatever it is. You could call this a whiskey sour if you want to, but this is the Reaper Sour because I'm not using egg on here. Okay, so here we go. Let's try it out. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that's good. Holy heaven. Oh god, that's good. I don't even know what to say. This is excellent. This is amazing. You do get the kick. You get the kick of the rye spices at the end. I can tell you. Oh man, this is for 112.2 proof, a $50 bottle. This is probably, you know, it's gonna make the bourbons and the scotches a little bit uneasy after this. This is just outstanding, man. This is, how can I say this? This is a perfect balance between citrus, rye spice. The rye spice is toned down. It's toned down the rye spice. Let me go on here again. By the way, we do have a ball on here. Let me try this out. Oh man. Oh, that's good. Damn! That is good, Sheila. That's good. Oh man, that's good. You know what? Very hard to say. I don't know what the other ones are going to really give me. At the end of the day, really like this one. I'm going to put this over here. Let me move this to the side. Officially, we have one in the books. We have one in the books currently. I really like that a lot. A lot. Very much a lot. Man, that's good. Let me go for this again. I think that might be the perfect balance. But you know what? We're going to go on with the Scotch. I think we're going to go with the Scotch. Yeah, we're going to go on with the Scotch next. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do the exact same thing. Damn, I see you, Sheila. I see you, Sheila. We're going to do the Scotch. Let me see the Scotch. Okay, let's put this on the screen. This is what we're doing next. And I have to get a glass. Let me get a glass. Let me make sure we have a glass. As a matter of fact, let me move this. We're going to be putting brand new one on here. Again, we're going to use the same recipes because it's only right to use the same recipes. If you don't use the same recipe, this is not a fair battle. So I'm going to make sure that we get another glass on here. Let me get the glass. Okay, so here we go. We have the glass on here. And it's finally time. What you want to do is do the same thing. We're going to be using beautiful utility on here. Let me fill this up. Let me fill this up with ice. Now I'm a little bit more advanced now. Now completely now I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm moving. Now you're with me in the refrigerator. Let's put a little bit of ice. Ooh, that's a lot of ice. Perfect. So we have the ice now. Filled it up to the top. Okay, with ice. Now, what we have to do is use the whiskey. So allow me to finish up this. Let me finish up this cocktail real quick. It's going to be quicker than last time. So let's start by doing this. And for all of you watching, hey, thank you for being here, spending your time here with us. Today is officially Thursday. It is 9:37 p.m. and we're doing the battle. For all of you to rewatch, you're welcome to rewatch this. If you have to walk away, that's okay. Let's see how we have this going. Here we go. Now, if I miss something, I'm going to see the chat room if I miss something. I don't think I missed anything. But I will say, I think it's official. It's official. It's time. It's time to try this cocktail with a little bit of, how can I say, scotch. Let me tell you this. I think some of you are wondering, you guys are like, wow, that was faster than the last one. Well, now I officially know that I have everything already in front of me before I did it. So officially, is a scotch gonna be something that you should use for your perfect cocktail? And I'm also gonna tell you, if you're watching here now, you just tuned in. Now we're on the second glass. Okay, the second glass. Oh man, we're in the second glass on here. Over here, comment. Unicorn out here says, Reaper with the two-handed cocktails tonight. You know what? It's not easy to do these cocktails, especially knowing that I didn't practice at one today. This is actually my first whiskey today. Just want to let you know. Also, Sheila said, with the tongue. Farm Kitty out here saying that her mouth is licking up. Let me see. Of course, no. Okay, let me see over here in the comments over here. Farm Kitty says, yum. Again, I'm going to highlight the comment. The biggest super chatter today, Sheila's the biggest super chatter currently today. And then Farm Kitty out here. Thank you, both of you ladies, for your support on this stream. Okay, it's finally time. I'm going to be sipping on this cocktail. Is this going to be better than the last one? Let's see over here, okay? Let's try this. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Let's try this out. Is this going to be the perfect cocktail with the Scotch whiskey? Let's go on and let's see how this is. Cheers, all of you, by the way. Cheers, all of you. Ripper Crew, cheers, all of you. Let's see how this is. Oh, my God. Quit playing. Man, quit playing with me. Quit playing with me. That is remarkably beautiful. That is outstanding. Holy snap. Oh, man, that's good. Quit playing, man. This is too good. Officially, we have a rye and we got a scotch officially right now. Damn, Tater Dom, I gotta tell you. Tater Dom, holy heavens, Tater Dom. I don't know, they're both amazing. Oh, man, this is so good. Oh, God, this is good. Oh, man. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Reaper Crew, we're hell yeah, we're number one. Officially, the Scotch whiskey in a cocktail. I might tell you that it might just be perfect. It might just be perfect. If you don't know masterpieces out there, as you all don't know, Beethoven only makes masterpieces, okay? If you don't know who Beethoven is, I don't know what kind of life you live in. Okay, Beethoven officially, every little goddamn song he did with his piano was perfect. Was absolutely perfect. When it comes to a cocktail with a Scotch whiskey, I'm going to tell you, this is elegance. This is elegance. If you're a man that wears a suit, this might be something you might want. This is so elegant that I'm going to go again for this. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be joking me. I'm sorry. Right now, currently, I'm sorry, you know, I have to sip, wait, time out. This is not fair. This is not fair for the rye whiskey that we have back there. You know, fuck this guy. Let me put him back here. It's not fair for me to just be talking And the wild turkey doesn't get any. Let me take a sip of this. Oh, that's balanced. Oh Lord. No, that's balanced. No, I don't. Well, okay. You see, this is where I see the complexion on these two. A little bit different. The rye has a little bit of more complexity at the end. If you want the finish to linger, I'm going to say the rye whiskey in your cocktail would be something you'll like. Now, if you don't like a lingering taste, I'm going to say don't go for the rye. I have that lingering taste in my mouth, and I tell you, I love rye whiskey. But at the end of the day, I don't think that this rye whiskey can beat that Scotch. There's no way. There's no. I'm gonna go back to this rye again. Let me taste it. It's good. It's good, but it doesn't beat this. It cannot beat this. Now, can you imagine some of the... Can you imagine you use an amazing Scotch, maybe something that's inexpensive for 15 years? Let me tell you that I can say I officially like the Scotch more than the rye whiskey. Okay, but that doesn't beat the bourbon because we haven't done the bourbon yet. But currently, I gotta go back to this. This is outstanding. Really, really good. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. You still get the stone fruits that still come in the Scotch. It lingers perfectly with the citrus note. You know what? The finish is very, very bright. It's very... Oh, man. This is just so good. No, man. Quit playing with me. The Scotch. Oh, the Scotch. Oh, use a Scotch for your perfect cocktail. Is that what we're talking about here? Currently, we're talking about that. And I think... Holy heavens. That's excellent. That's phenomenal. But we do have a contender still in the building. Okay, the contender that we have in the building. We have a contender in the building. And it's officially, let me see where it's at. It's officially next to me. It's over here. Let me change the tune just a tad bit, okay? For some of you, I know this is Beethoven's too much for some of you. Let me say this. Okay, the contender is finally in the building. Sometimes Tom Brady has to come in and just say, you know what, it's time. It's time to put the real smackdown where the smackdown is. Okay. Officially, I can say the rye, it's good, but it doesn't beat the Scotch, okay? It doesn't beat the Scotch. Have we officially done the bourbon yet? That's what we're going to do right now. I'm looking forward to this. Oh man, that Scotch. It's outstanding. Wow. Let me put this over here. Oh, let me put this. This is, you know what? Sheila, if you're still watching, you didn't fall asleep because I do know Sheila doesn't like Scotch. Sheila doesn't like Scotch, and a lot of you do not like Scotch. I understand it. I understand it. Some of you don't like that Scotch. I comprehend. I understand. At the end of the day, we're going to be doing a bourbon now. Okay, the best whiskey to use for the perfect cocktail. Is it going to be rye whiskey? Is it going to be Scotch whiskey? Or is it going to be bourbon? Officially, rye whiskey is officially last. I think. I don't think it could beat a bourbon. We're going to do officially the Maker's Mark right now, okay? So for all of you watching, I hope you're enjoying the show. And if you're rewatching at work, let me just tell you, we're adding the last one on here, the bourbon. This is Maker's Mark 46 cask strength. And this is, yes, this is finished with oak staves. If you don't know, that is basically French oak, just like the newest release So I'm going to tell you the newest release of, I think I have it here. Here we go. This is the newest release of Maker's Mark. Okay. So if you have this, you basically have this. The only difference is you're going to have more darker fruits on here. And to me, I prefer this 46 over this other 46. This is the last year's mod, okay? That's what it is. But get yourself one of these. This is fabulous. Maker's Mark 46, hell yeah. But we're going to use what we have. And we're going to use this on here. Let's do the bourbon cocktail. Let me put the glass on here. And I think I can do this one a lot faster. We're going to do this one a lot faster now. Got the glass on here. Okay, so what do I need? Whew, this is going to be intense. Okay, we're going to start this off by actually... Let me make sure I put this over here. Let me get all this stuff, and we're going to do a bourbon cocktail. And let me start by putting a little bit of music on here. Let's start off by doing this. For all of you watching, I hope you have been enjoying the stream. Let's go do the cocktail. Hell yeah, let's do that. Put this one here. Let's do this. Let's start this up. This is going to be a little bit insane because I just dropped a little bit of water on the screen. Let me see if I can turn this off. Just dropped a little bit of water on the screen, just a little bit. Let's shake this up. Shit, that's cold. Holy heavens. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? I make sure I put this away. Okay. Let me clean just a tad bit of this. There we go. Now officially, it is finally time to pour myself the bourbon whiskey cocktail. Let me pour myself this. Okay, so here we go. When it comes down to it, let me just say this. You guys just saw me pour ice on here. There's a reason why I have to make this even. So let me explain to you just a little bit of what we're doing. Okay, so officially, we're doing the bourbon. I add a little bit of ice on here because officially, the spear of ice was half cut, so it's not okay for me to use a half cut ice. I have to add a little bit of ice on here. So we're doing this, and also I will tell you, just to make this fair, I'm gonna stir this up just a tad bit. Okay, just a tad bit. Okay, I'm gonna make this just a little bit fair. Let me stir it up. Ooh. As a matter of fact, okay, so now we're gonna do the bourbon. Officially, we have a couple. Let me put this one over here. We have this one. We have the Scotch, and we have the bourbon that we're about to do right now. Now, what do I think is gonna happen? Well, I don't know what's gonna happen. I can tell you that I'm looking forward to this. If you don't know already, bourbon gives it more of a rich tone. You get caramel, you get brown sugar, and also you get vanilla, mostly on Kentucky style bourbon whiskey. So those are the main things that go into a bourbon whiskey when it comes from Kentucky. Okay, so officially, let's go on here. I'm very looking forward to this. Here we go. Cheers to all of you. Let's see how this is. Is this officially going to be what we're going to crown today a winner? Let's see. Oh my God, God damn. Oh, oh shoot. Damn, holy heavens. Let me take this out of the way. Damn, holy shoot. That is good, man. Let me tell you, I don't think I've done a battle like this before. I haven't done a battle with bourbon, scotch, and rye whiskey. Let me put this aside because, you know what, the respect right now is given to the bourbon right now. The respect is given to the bourbon right now. Let me just tell you, God, this is phenomenal. Let me try this again. Oh my God. There's no backing down from that one. A bourbon whiskey. I have to keep on trying this, okay? You know, some of you take one sip and you guys say, oh, this is a winner. No. When you are a judge on something, if you have to rank something, if you have to be the person that says, you know what, this is the best, you have to go back to it, okay? You have to go back to it. Over here, Farm Kitty, I'm making this tomorrow. Need to buy some lemons. You know what? This is outstanding. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you, I'm going to sip this up a little bit more. Oh, this is so good. Holy shit, this is good. This is this is amazing. Holy shit. Oh damn. That is so good. Holy heaven. I don't even know what to say. Rye whiskey. Let's straight up say this is third place. Okay, the rye, it's officially third place. There's no denying. It's amazing. This rye, it's amazing, fabulous. But I think in any, I can't say in just this one. I think personally, wow, this bourbon, the Maker's Mark. I'm gonna say this Maker's Mark's taking it for the team for all of the bourbons out there, all of the bourbons in the world. Okay, all of the bourbon. I could have used other bourbons, but you know what? At the end of the day, we have to choose a good bourbon, something that's phenomenal, something you can buy. We can't choose like a bourbon that it's allocated. We can't do that to you all. We can't. This Maker's Mark 46 bourbon whiskey. This is absolutely phenomenal. This is a 10 out of 10. There ain't no denying it. But I can tell you this, before we even say this is a number one, let me just put this back here. Let me say this, okay? We have two contenders on here, and the two contenders that officially I can say that are really contenders is the bourbon whiskey and the scotch. These two, for a cocktail, are fabulous. As a matter of fact, let me just say this. If I was at a wedding, and I always tend to say wedding because I think it's the most formal thing that I can think of. If I was at a wedding, I would be gladly. As a matter of fact, I'm going to try this scotch once again. As a matter of fact, let me spin this up just in case. Let me spin this up just in case. Let me spin that up just in case. Currently today, I got wamboozled in the face. And I officially got one of the Reaper crew members out here to completely make me smile at the beginning of the show. Sheila, let me just tell you this, Sheila. You are officially, you're the person today that I can say, wow, you know what? We changed the show just because of you. I was going to use on this stream, okay? And I want to make sure that all of you know this. None of my shows are ever planned out, and this is why you should always tune in to my live streams. I was going to use, which one was I going to use? I was going to use the benchmark foolproof, okay? This is what I was going to use for, this for a bourbon and also for a rye whiskey. I was planning on using Castle and Key rye. So it's great that Sheila came out of the woodworks today on the stream, and she got a little bit more of than she expected. She led the stream at the beginning of the stream. But officially, Farm Kitty out here. Farm Kitty sent the $10 super chat, and she picked out the Maker's Mark. Thank you for the super chat. She sent out this $10 super chat, and she picked Maker's Mark Cast Strength. And I will say it was an amazing pick. I'm gonna try both of these and tell you, for all of you watching, I see you, Reaper Crew. I see you. I want to tell you what is better, Scotch whiskey or a bourbon whiskey. At the end of the day, we're gonna dig down deep right now. Let me see. Okay, is this the one I don't want? Let me try this out. Let me try this. Oh man, that's phenomenal. Man, that is so good, man. Ah. I don't even know what to say after just drinking that again. Holy shit! Holy damn, that's good! I don't even know what to say. But we have to classify one to be the best. We can't say that one is second and they're both first, or, you can't say that on a stream. Especially on a global stream that people around the world, if people are watching me from Italy, they officially know, you know what, don't buy this, don't buy this. People in Germany, people in the UK, people over there in Switzerland, I see you, Switzerland. People over there in Canada, people in Hawaii, people, the Bahamians in Bahamas, I see you, Bahamas. Everybody around the world, when they rewatch this stream, they can officially know which one to buy, what to make a cocktail with, and I will also say, holy shit, this is insane. I'm gonna sip one of this one more time. Oh, wow, that's good. I can't even say, I don't even know what to say right now. That is really good. A Scotch whiskey in a cocktail, phenomenal. I'm going to go back to the bourbon, and I'm going to see if officially the bourbon whiskey is officially the one that we're going to be saying is ranked the best, okay? The best whiskey to use in your cocktail. It doesn't matter what cocktail you are using. At the end of the day, the cocktail we're using today has citrus notes. So if you have a cocktail in your list that has citrus notes, I will tell you it will rank close to what this stream is about. Let me go on here and let me try this bourbon whiskey cocktail. Let me see what this is about. I already stirred it, I think, yeah. Nah, man, quit playing. Oh, shit, this is so good. You can't play with me there. No. Quit playing. This is excellent. Let me try this again. There ain't no denying. A bourbon whiskey cocktail. You know what? Let me try it one more time. You know what? Okay, I just drank both of them. I'm going to make sure that I don't drink all of that, because if I drink all of that, holy shit. Cast Strength 110 proof. Fantastic. Let me tell you this. I'm just gonna say it off the bat, okay? The best whiskey to use for the perfect cocktail. Is it bourbon? Is it scotch? Is it rye? You know, officially, after just drinking that, I have to say, okay, officially, ladies and gentlemen, wow, that is good. I have to say it on here, and I'm going to say it right now, okay? You know what, for all of you watching, I hope you have enjoyed this stream from the beginning to the end. I will tell you, this bourbon whiskey, it is not a joke. Wow, this is good. Let me try this one more time. One more time. Nah, man, quit playing. This is too good. Okay, there's no denying. There's no denying. You have to say, the bourbon whiskey has to be the one. There's no whiskey out there that's going to make your cocktail better than the bourbon whiskey. It's official. It's official. I have to say, the Scotch whiskey comes in second. The Scotch is so elegant. Holy crap, it's so elegant. The only problem with the Scotch whiskey is that sometimes I'm a bad boy. I don't want to be an elegant man all the time. Sometimes I can tell you I want to be a very casual, for a casual man, for a guy that doesn't give a damn. A bourbon whiskey cocktail will be your thing. You can also be a classy man. It doesn't mean anything, but what I'm trying to say out here is when it comes to this Scotch whiskey or any other Scotch whiskey that you use, you will get a little bit more of a it's not going to be complex. It's not going to be how can I say, in your face. It's going to be as perfect as perfect can be. Sometimes you don't want perfect for anything. I will tell you, to me, a perfect cocktail can't be a Scotch whiskey. To me, I don't want perfect. I don't want perfect. I want amazing. And to me, amazing, to me, is a bourbon whiskey. A bourbon whiskey cocktail is the most amazing thing that I have really just come forward into this stream. I can officially say, Maker's Mark, you have officially, let me put this back here. Officially, we have the winner out here. It's a bourbon whiskey. A bourbon whiskey undeniably has to be the best whiskey you can use in a cocktail. Now I can tell you, you could use a bourbon whiskey for all type of cocktails. At the end of the day, you can use scotches for all type of cocktails. You can use ryes for all type of cocktails. Most of the cocktails that you see out there, if you see whiskey cocktail like an old fashioned, you could use rye or you could use a bourbon. If you see other cocktails out there, you can use scotches too. But there ain't no doubt. There ain't no doubt. I don't want perfection. I want amazing. And this bourbon whiskey really did it. I have to take another sip because it's so good. By the way, I have to give a huge shout out. Again, I have to give a huge shout out to Sheila. Okay, I'm talking about the biggest shout out I could give to Sheila. Sheila, I have to say thank you so much for sponsoring this live stream. And I will tell you, Sheila, I appreciate you just like everybody else. But Sheila, when you send the money, I can say, hey, holy shit. Hey, I wasn't expecting this today. When I came into this stream today, as you all know, I don't do anything planned. None of my lemons were cut. None of my ice was ready. And none of my ingredients were really next to me. I will tell you, I put the switch on, I turn it on, and we're here. That's just how it is. The beauty on these live streams is that I officially do everything on the spot. So Sheila, let me just tell you, thank you so much for that one. Also, I'm going to have to give another huge shout out to Farm Kitty. Farm Kitty, if it wasn't for you, I don't think we'd be using the Maker's Mark, okay? So the Maker's Mark officially we're using because of Farm Kitty. We're using the Rye Whiskey and the Rye Whiskey over here. We're using the Rye Whiskey because of, we're using this Wild Turkey because of Sheila. Sheila wanted this. We're using it, and it's good. It's amazing Rye Whiskey. And this one I'm using because I feel that I should give more attention to Alexander Murray and Company. Yes, there's a lot of other scotches in the world that you can use, but at the end of the day, I only want to show you the best stuff, and I want to show you amazing products. I don't want to show you stuff that other people show you. I think Alexander Murray and Company does amazing stuff. I am not sponsored by them, so don't think anything of it. I just can tell you that there's amazing products by Alexander Murray and Company, amazing bottles out there. You can buy them for cheap, you can buy them for expensive price, and they're always going to be amazing. I will tell you, when it comes to these bottles, you can try them out at your store if you see them. But I can tell you, holy shit, today, the winner, Maker's Mark Bourbon Whiskey. Oh, what a stream! Officially, we're almost hitting the 2-hour mark. It's a Thursday, 10:21 p.m. And I will tell you, I think we're going to wrap this up. We have a winner on here on this stream. Bourbon Whiskey is officially the best whiskey you can use for a cocktail. There's no denying it. I want a bourbon whiskey for my cocktail. I don't want a rye whiskey. I do want a scotch. A scotch? Oh, shoot, I do want a scotch for my cocktail. But I can tell you, there's nothing more that I want more than a bourbon whiskey. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap this up on here on this stream. Officially, the winner, Bourbon Whiskey, for your cocktails, the best whiskey to use for the perfect cocktail. Well, officially, the winner today is a Bourbon Whiskey. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. And for all of you watching, I will tell you, rewatching this, do me the favor, please, for all of you rewatching this, okay? Do me a favor, if you haven't already, okay? Hit the like button for the stream. It helps out a bunch. You have no idea how much it helps out. I do appreciate you if you hit the like button for the stream. All of you, if you haven't subscribed, this is your first time watching a video or a live stream, subscribe below. There's a button down there. You can subscribe, and you could be part of this crew. You could be part of the chat room. And also, at the end of the day, you can be interactive with me in the chat room. Today's biggest super chat is Sheila. She's the biggest super chat today, and I will tell you, I always add the biggest super chatter at the end of the stream. This is the main show, and we officially have the winner today for the best cocktail whiskey to use. It's officially Bourbon Whiskey. Sheila, you made my day. And also, any of you in the chat room that I didn't see earlier, I'm going to say a huge shout out to anybody. I'm going to go around the room and give a huge shout out to everybody that came in here, okay? Anybody out here that came in here. Okay, Unicorn, huge shout outs to a Unicorn. I'm going to see anybody that came around the block out here. Let me see it again. Also, I will say, new to this 2020, huge shout outs to you. Huge shout outs to Melissa Villanueva. Huge shout out to Melissa Villanueva. Also Tater Dom. He was here earlier. Good to see Tater Dom in the chat room. He was here earlier talking to the new crew member in the chat room. Also Kitchi K. Good to see you, Kitchi K. For anybody that has stopped into the chat room, I will say hello to you. Super Beast. Good to see you in the chat room. Also, I do know I had a couple other people in the chat room earlier in here at the beginning of the show. Any of you that tuned into the stream, I appreciate you so much. The biggest super chatter will stay up here. And anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this one more time. For all of you that don't know, you know what time it is. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Reaper Crew, hell yeah, we're number one. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you all on the next one. Sheila, I'll see you, Sheila. I'll see you. See you all soon. Hey, before we end this stream, I have to say, this is so good. Holy heaven. This is amazing. Holy shit. Let me take a sip one more time. Oh, damn. This is amazing. Bourbon whiskey. Officially. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Reaper Crew, we're number one.